Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine. We have started with preposition in our half yearly portion. So previous day we have learned about prepositions and that they are categorized into three as per their form. Okay, based on their form, we can categorize them into three, and we have learned about them the previous day. And today we will learn about the same thing, the prepositions, that is based on their function. How do they work on that part? Based on that part we will learn today. So based on their function, prepositions can be classified into four: prepositions of place, prepositions of time, prepositions of direction, and preposition of cause and purpose. Today we will learn about prepositions of place and preposition of time. Now prepositions of place means obviously it will indicate about the place of something. Yes. So prepositions of place tell us where something is. Okay. About the location we will learn in preposition of place. So some prepositions of place are like above, below, under, on, beside, down, near, in front of, around, like this. Now in both the cases of place and time, prepositions of time and prepositions of place, in both the cases three prepositions we find, single or simple prepositions we find, they are common. Now we need to understand where to use and how to use, or how to recognize them. So as at, in, and on are used as prepositions of both place and time, so we will learn specifically about them, how they are being used when they are used as prepositions of place, as well as when they are used as prepositions of time. And rest, like above, below, under, you all know this, that they will be used according to their meaning, and as per that they will be used in the sentence. Wherever it will be the most appropriate one, it will be used. Okay, suppose something is suppose a cat is there is a table, and under it the cat is. So you can understand that when it is under something, or it is above something, or it is on something, or into something, that these things you are learning from the beginning. So so these things, as I told, will be used as per their meaning and as per requirement in the sentence. Now as for example, if you look into the screen, there is a fence around the garden. So if we keep a gap in the place, like there is a fence dash the ground, so obviously fence means it covers the entire boundary area, so it will be around the garden. Like as I told you, it will be used according to their meaning in the sentence. Next one, like the paintings dash the roof of the church are beautiful, obviously on the roof. Next one, have you looked dash the bed. Okay, so have you looked under the bed, maybe something you lost, and have you looked under the bed, like this, as I told you. Now the thing we need to concentrate, that is at, in, and on. They are used for both place and time. Now we need to recognize them as they are being used. Suppose for at generally we use at a specific point of area, okay, or to specify a particular address, or before the name of a place, especially small place, not a large area, we generally use at. So for a specific point of area, that also indicates a small part. Then a particular address, to point out a particular address, and before the name of a place, specifically small place. As for example, please wait at the reception desk. At the reception desk is a specific point of area, obviously. So everybody gathered at 14B Park Street. I told you, at a particular address we use at, and before the name of a place or a small place, like we stood at the bus stop. I hope you all understood this. These things are very common. You all know this, right? So now we will learn about in. In case of in is generally used in an enclosed space or a large area like a town or city or district or state, right? Or a large area, as I told, a large area like a town or city or a district or a state or country. Okay, large area, not small. So now see, an enclosed space. So the jewels are kept in a box. Box is an enclosed space box. So the jewels are kept in a box. Or we waited in the reception hall for 2 hours. See, reception desk and reception hall, there is a difference. So reception hall is a big place, right? So we have used in here. Whereas reception desk is a small particular area, that's why it was used at. Now, like as I told, a large area like a town or city or a district or state, like I live in West Bengal in a town called Midnapur. So Midnapur is a district town and West Bengal is a state. So we have used in for both the cases. Now if you live at means in a small place within Midnapur and you are not going to mention West Bengal. So suppose you live there at Sharatpalli. So you will say I live at Sharatpalli in Midnapur. I hope you all know these things. They are very common. From your beginning of your learning only you are learning this. So next we will learn about on. On generally we use for a surface or before the names of roads and streets. In case of preposition of place I am talking, right? Time I am not talking now. Time I will be discussing afterwards. When on is used as preposition of place, in that case on a surface or before the names of roads and streets we use on. Like the soup is on the table, the cat is on the table, like this. This is from a shop on the ring road. So as I told, it will be used for streets or roads. I hope you all understand. When at, in and on, they are used as prepositions of place. How are they used? I hope you all have understood. Now we will learn about prepositions of time. As preposition of place, the same thing. When prepositions will tell us means of time or when something happened. So that's in that case we will use prepositions of time, and they can be like on, in, at. I told these are common for both the cases. Along with them we can use till, during, before, after, since, for, etc. right? So as for example, meet me after 4 o'clock. Okay, so after is obviously preposition of time. During summer it becomes very hot and humid in the plains. So during is obviously again preposition of time. Another one, he has been living here for 5 years. So for 5 years. So for is obviously preposition of time. So these as I told for preposition of place, this except on, in and at, all the prepositions of time will be used according to their meaning and as per requirement in a sentence. Now we will learn about how at, in and on they are used as preposition of time. So just look at the screen. At, in case of preposition of time it will be used, as in case of preposition of place it was used as, it is being used as for a specific area, right? Here also a specific point in time is used at, okay, or with names of festivals, like we have an assembly at 8 AM, or what did you discuss at the meeting, or will you visit us at Deepavali, like this, just to at a specific, for a specific event or a specific point of time, right? Now next is in. In is again used a period of time, minute and hour, you all know this, or time of day or season or month and year. As for example, the courier will arrive in 2 hours. Okay, if I mention the time period in digit, and if I mention AM or PM, then I will use at. But if I write time period in this way, like 2 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours, I will not write in word. That means I will not write the digit, rather I will write in word, and I will not specify by AM or PM. In such cases I will definitely be using in. I hope you all have understood the difference. Okay, now see the next one, like the competition will start in 15 minutes. Okay, so you all have understood the difference between at and in. In order to specify a very particular time, we will be using at. But if we announce certain period of time, not a specific one, in that case we will use in. Now time of day, like we have the matches in the afternoon. In the afternoon starts from after 12 o'clock. Okay, so from that particular time to, it's a long span, right? It's a long period of time that continues in afternoons. Here, as I told, in will be in, if you think, if you try to understand, see, in case of preposition of place, we use in for large place, right? City or district, like the same way in case of time also we will be using for a bigger, for a broader part in, and a smaller one as at, right? So we have the matches in the afternoon. Or for in case of season, in winter it snows heavily in Srinagar. Or for month or year, like we will get the results in May, or I finished school in 2005, like this. Okay, so I hope you all have understood the difference between when at and in are used in case of preposition of place and in case of preposition of time. Now we will learn about on. On is generally used on a particular, when we indicate a particular day, like on Christmas Day, everybody gets gifts, or the Prime Minister addresses the nation on Independence Day, like this. So when we will be specifying a particular day, that time we will be using on. So I hope you all have understood this, right? Now one thing you must remember, that is when we refer to the exact time, we say on. Okay, means, and if we if we just indicate the time but we do not make it specific or exact, that time we use in time. Okay, so we generally use on time, the word on time, when the time is exact. Okay, that time we will be using on time. And in time we will use when we will be indicating a time period, but we will not specify it. It will not be the exact thing. Like the train left on time, means at the exact time. If the time of the train to leave the station is like 17:05, that means the train left at 17:05 only, not even 17:06. That's why in such cases we will be saying the train left on time. And if we say, means, and just look at the next example, we reached in time to catch the train, means we had time with us before the train left. Okay, so we reached in time to catch the train. Suppose your train is at 17:05 and you have reached the station at around 4:50 or 4:55. That means you have time. In such cases you will say in time. Okay, these two things we need to remember. I hope you all have understood preposition of place and preposition of time. See, we have 20 time. Okay, so and these things are these prepositions will not leave you up to, means whatever be your, means when you are a student or you are a grown up person, nowhere prepositions are going to leave you, right? So you need to learn these things very clearly when you will be working somewhere. In that case also, if you use them wrongly, it will leave, the impression will not be good. So we need to learn prepositions very means we need to learn it properly. So we will be doing it means the way I prefer, because I don't want to, I do not have means I don't want to somehow complete the things. I want all of you to learn this. So now what is your part to do? That is, you need to go through the study material, then you need to open the worksheet and you need to try to do them, and then you need to come back here to watch the rest part of the video. So the primary thing you all will do is to pause the video and you will take out your exercise book and pen and you will note down everything and you will do the worksheet and you will come and watch the video again. I hope you all will do so, right? Okay, children, I hope you all have done the worksheet. Okay, in the worksheet you got 15 sentences and you were asked to use appropriate prepositions of place and time to fill those blanks. So the first one was, I was born dash Shimla dash a Thursday. So before a place, Shimla is not a small one, it's a big place, so large place. That's why we have used I was born in Shimla, and on a particular day, as I told, on a particular, like on Christmas day, like this, on a Thursday. Next one, there are muddy footprints dash the floor. As I told, in case of surface we will be using on, so on the floor. Who put all the magazines dash the cupboard? Obviously in the cupboard. Number 4, we celebrate Army Day dash 15 January every year. Specific particular day, so on 15th January every year. Now number 5, I was part of the parade dash Republic Day. Particular day on Republic Day. Number 6, dash the holidays, it is difficult to get back to school. Now after the holidays, it is difficult to get back to school. Number 7, dash going home, Jim bought a bunch of flowers for his wife. So before going home only he did so, so before. Number 8, have you looked dash the coach for your shoes? When it's a coach, it will be having space under it, so below the coach for your shoes. Number 9, I can't see Harsha. Mala is standing dash her, in front of her, obviously. Next one, number 10, that is, I live dash the old post office. I live near the old post office. Number 11, ours is the red house dash the road from the station. Beside the road from the station. Number 12, there is someone dash the door. At the door. This door is a specific small area. Number 13, who removed the pictures that were dash the wall? Pictures are generally hanged on the wall, so it's on the wall. Number 14, Rahul's head reaches dash my forehead. I am taller, obviously up to my forehead. Number 5, I put all my woolens dash a trunk. I put all my woolens in a trunk. So these are the answers. Some one or two answers may vary, means one or two answers can be something else. So if you can justify. So this is just sample answer, but I have tried to make it the most appropriate one. In case of preposition, one thing you need to remember that the preposition should be the most appropriate one, because we should not leave a single gap or single space to anyone to deduct our marks. I hope, children, you all have understood this, right? Now I hope you all have learned this. Now once again, you need to keep on reading these things. One thing I need to mention, that as I did in case of unit test, that we have done a lot of practice regarding grammar part, then we concentrate on some other thing. But in case of half yearly, what will we do? We have 2 days and a week to for our English one, so 1 week I will be concentrating on grammar part, and next week 1 day on grammar, another one on either composition or email address, email or letter, notice or comprehension. So grammar class will be mandatory. So far we need to up to the part we have as in our syllabus, right? So this much for today. I hope you all have understood today's lesson. If you do not, please let me know. I will try to make it more clear. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Keep on doing your work. Thank you. Have a nice day.